Why did you start this?
There we go. All right.
All right. Well,
So last time on D&D,
let's
we
just
started
go.
with a windy day. This is how my notes start. Windy day.
Windy day.
And we were
Oh,
with the
boy.
crew of Captain Howard, Daisy, Crescent, all those happy people.
And we were on our way to the domain of Eartha. I
Mhm.
remember some Arling / Dominion people getting on board at one point and having an ominous discussion.
Yeah, and we asked them about it the next day. That's actually what was last session because that was
Mhm.
2 sessions ago. We asked the crew about it, and basically they just told them that these Dominion men are weird, that they don't wear their official symbols, that you don't. Wait, I actually wrote down a quote. It said, "The more you know, the worse it is for you about these Dominion men."
Mhm.
Yeah, and other than that,
I
we
think,
kind of just muddled around the ship. I remember Ariel sang and put some things like she made these little messages in a bottle that Izzy took offense with.
yes. Yep.
And she was like, "You got to stop doing that. You'll give away our position, whatever." So Ariel proceeded to make them and not send them off anymore. And Izzy also asked Ariel about Uncle Hal. She seemed super suspicious, and she thought that we had killed him. The changeling that was our basically Smolder's contract.
Hmm.
Yeah, and Ariel also got a history lesson from Lothar, but I don't know about
Oh,
anything else that
yes.
happened because I was like, my notes say they discussed Thorbrand's link to Phineas and quite a few other things that Ariel would not know about. So, yeah, that's all I got.
I spoke to Mr. Big Ol' Bob and was like, Phineas promised me to fly an airship. So I flew the ship for a little bit and we landed safely. And that didn't kill us all.
You did.
That was, and then I got at the end of the night, I got a reply from Mr. Varney saying, "Thank you, most kindly acquaintance, for the information. Though I must request, you have is not yours. You ought to be returned. Do you wish to play along?" And I just ignored it.
Hmm. Does anyone remember where you landed?
I don't think we
landed.
had. I don't think we landed yet. I do know we were on our way to Eartha.
Yeah. We were still up in the air by the end of last session.
No, we were not.
I thought you settled in the. You
Yes,
didn't arrive at the destination, but you landed on the sea, if I remember.
we arrived at New Eartha off the coast. We plunked down into the water for the night,
Yes.
Oh.
and then I got sexually assaulted by Crescent, and I haven't mentally recovered from that.
And when I say Torbran takes a meal with Crescent, takes a meal to Crescent and has a private meeting.
Yeah, I made some promises with her regarding Phineas.
You did. You care to share what those are to remind Elder?
Everybody,
Everybody,
let's see.
spend some time.
I mentioned my doubts about Phineas purely because I know what's going to happen in the future. And I agreed to prevent Phineas from getting the Residium back that Crescent took, and to sell it off to a mysterious buyer. And we would get part of, I forgot what the total sum was, like a lot of gold. But we
If
would
I
still.
remember well, it was a lot of hypotheticals were thrown at you whilst judging your response.
Yeah.
And from player to player, the character was telling you this has already happened.
It could be. I don't recall.
Because if I remember, you found traces of Residium.
I did, yes.
In one of the rooms, and that was to indicate that they'd had it aboard, and it was no longer aboard anymore. And you'd already been in the cargo hold when the trade went down.
I don't recall us discussing that the trade had already happened, but if that's the case, then so be it.
I don't think it was said expressly.
I don't think so, no.
No, but they boarded the ship. They did I think this was 2 sessions ago.
Yeah.
The Dominion, or those that profess to be from the Dominion, and a cloaked figure who seemed to be really.
Right.
They had a bit of a exchange.
Yeah, and Lothar spied on them a little bit from a window.
Yep.
Yeah. I see. Okay. All
Although
right.
that being said, Torbrun, you're not the most insightful. So fair enough. Fair enough. Role play next level.
We were allowed to continue searching for Residium after this purchase, though.
You were.
She did promise me part of the gold, though, so I will have to see where that leaves us.
Mm-hmm. Anyone have anything else they wish to add exactly where we? So we know Torbrun is in the captain's cabin. Where's everybody else? It's in the car, in the crew hold, in your
Yeah.
designated hammocks.
We woke up with no breakfast prepared and see the engine, hear the engines fire up.
Yes. Well done. Okay. Right, I think I'm where I'm up to now in my notes. Everyone else up to speed?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's gonna be so much
Is
info. It's gonna be lost to mine.
Let's have a little bit of fun. I would like everybody in the cargo hold and the crew quarters to make a wisdom saving throw as you finish your breakfast, please.
What are we eating?
Chocolate.
The DC was 14, so that is a pass, and a well pass. That, so Lothar, you got your loaded dice on today.
Apparently, finally worked.
Hey, so you all feel like this gruel, this grog that's served out for breakfast. Just it smells nicer than it looks. The texture's a little gloopy. So Lothar, you've had worse. You just crack on. Although everybody around the ship, most of the crew seem to be getting a combination of like grumbly tummies, a few people disappearing into various private rooms. You're hearing hurling from various different other parts of the ship. Something's gone wrong with the breakfast this morning. And on that, you can just hear, after about 10 minutes or so, the marching of very quivering feet being forced at great pace, more so than they're attempting to be carried. You would witness or overhear, if you're not on deck at this point, the ship's cook, who Torben had interactions with the previous day, has been dragged up to the top deck for addressing down as to what the hell has happened with breakfast. It's at this point I would like Torben to just explain to me what it's like waking up in the captain's cabin alone,
Alone?
no clothes on, and avalanche by the side of the door. And as you look around, you cannot see any of your outfit in this room, any of your attire.
I will shake awake. Where the fuck am I? I will rush to the door and grab Avalanche. Naked. I don't care.
As you do, as you pick her up, you see a note just fall onto the floor. It seems to have been wedged between the door and Avalanche to where it was leaning.
I pick up the note. What does it say?
It just says, 5 million reasons to look forward to tomorrow, and now there's one more.
Well, that's all great and all. But where are my damn clothes?
If you shout that, over the ruckus of what's going on the deck, from the captain's quarters, you hear a dwarf shouting, "Where are my damn clothes?"
He's gonna have to do the walk of shame. I remember my first time doing the shame. Oh,
Don't get excited. It's Torben. He probably cooked them by accident.
that's why breakfast tastes funny. That wee dwarf, oh man. Give him a lady and he can't cook. Or did he let her cook? I don't know.
I will just exit the room with my gun. Butt naked.
Okay. The butt of the rifle in an adequately fortunate location. A naked dwarf sprints onto the balcony before most of the crew, who are encircled around the chef, who is being interrogated by none other than the captain, Captain Howarth, and headhunter Izzy. At this point, you hear the splitting screams of a fingernail being ripped off,
Ew.
following by the first question that you hear as you all sort of approach at this point. So how much did they pay you? Was it enough for this? Another fingernail is taken. The screams echo across the ocean, across the shoreline you can see in the distance, and across the windy air as it's beginning to pick up in the morning breeze.
Look, I'm more for occasionally whipping your soldiers, but I think they're going overboard.
Overboard's not a bad idea. Hey, let's hold him to the edge, lads. Come on, dangle him over.
What exactly did he do?
As you look around, you can see several members looking gravely ill. A few broken out. You can see various medics casting healing spells, basic field kits out. One or two lying unconscious, and you can see several members of the crew hanging over the edge of the ship.
So
It looks, from a trained, experienced eye, like a great plague has just befell this ship to Salothar.
Oh, food that bad, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So you're sure it wasn't an accident?
Well, you see, the only ones who aren't ill are the only ones who didn't eat this. She holds up some, what looks like conjured bread.
Can I cast detect poison and disease on?
Absolutely. Is that a touch, or is that a sort of sense?
Yeah, it's range self. You can sense the presence and locations of poisons, creatures, and diseases within 30 feet of me. And I can identify what kind of poison, creature, or disease in each case.
Okay. As you ask for the bread, Izzy hands it to you in one arm without taking her eyes off the ship's cook, who is now currently dangling upside down by his ankles by several crew members over the edge of the vessel. 3 stories down to the lapping tides at the side of the ship, and you just hear another scream as what was probably the first toenail goes. The sense that you it takes a moment. You double guess yourself, because this sense is a plague you've sensed before. This is not a plague of bacteria. This is not a plague of poor hygiene. This is a conjured, a dark spell sourced plague. This is a magical infection, an infestation. You can make an Arcana roll if you want to see and figure out where the source of potentially this spell might be, or what this spell might be. I'm gonna set you a 15 DC. The 16. With your familiarity of dealing with the reverse side of this kind of thing, you get a sense this almost comes from like a derivative of like a blight spell, but intoxicated into food.
I don't know. I got this magic. Oh, bring me the most dead crew that need curing. I'll sort him out. He needs schooling. Oh, he's not done no plague. It's dark magic.
The various injured members of the crew are sort of raising a hand as they're slumped over the top of this deck. There are several cries from down below. For the next foreseeable few hours, you certainly have your work cut out for you, Voldreth, should you choose to tend to these people who are dealing
I
with
have 5 spell slots to cast Protect from Poison that
it.
neutralize poison. So I will use all 5 spell slots to do that.
Okay.
There.
Cool. I'll stick around you in case you need the bonus on your healing.
I will say that
Is this like a damage type affliction or just like a disease, poison, something?
both. This is having a lingering effect on the constitution whilst dealing damage to these NPCs. So
Okay.
I will say over the next, we'll say with your assistance, Ariel, over the next hour and a half, you find one fatality to this disease, but you cure the rest of the crew, or at least stabilize them in an area. Now, normally I would have you roll, however, there's a set number of things going on here at the same time. Whilst the
Should be
healers are up,
focusing on the healing with
sure,
so,
I will say if you could both mark off 3 spell slots of an
sure.
equivalent healing character, that would be enough to adequately deal with those who are in dire need of this.
The spell's second level, so you want me to mark 3 spell slots of the second level?
Yeah, second or higher, your choice. Whatever. Obviously, you probably want to just stick with the second.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
take second level too.
This is more of a resource
Uh,
challenge as opposed
Also,
to
mind
a
you, in terms of check,
encounter.
when we last leveled up last session, she got this empowered healing thing that also affects his healing. If we're within 5 feet of each other, the rolls to determine hit points that the spell restores can be rerolled with a sorcery point.
I see. I will let you know it when we can make use of that.
Oh, and also, like, no, I'm gonna mark off a third level spell slot to cast Beacon of Hope and do this really powerfully.
Ah,
That
that'll
will
do it.
maximize all healing, so
All
it'll
right.
it'll really help
For
us.
that, it will cost you the third spell slot and only 2 spell slots for both of you if you do that then.
Sure.
Just as an
That sounds
average of
good.
the healing, just to save us on doing all the minimal dice rolls, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So Lothar, with
Yes.
Ariel and Voldreth heading around tending to this lynching, this mob that's going on, is an adequate distraction, but at the corner of your eye, you can see this dwarf standing there naked with a blunderbuss in hand. You recognize to be Torbrun.
With the frying. Well, okay. How long into this charade of healing people are we in?
They're just the 2 healers from this perspective. You're telling me what they're doing. You got an hour and a half. What do you do in this? And you can start wherever you want to.
Well, after finding nobody after exiting the room, I will first fry myself an egg in the kitchen, which appears to be empty. Because the chef is not present. So once I get out up to the deck, I will be holding a frying pan with an egg in it.
Okay. Um, Are you going to have gone to your stuff down below and got a spare change of clothes out or anything like that?
No, I don't care. No.
Naked dwarf
Naked
with a
dwarf.
frying pan on deck.
Wow.
Morning.
What a beautiful image.
Torbjorn, half the crew's already dying. You don't need to ease them along.
What do you mean, dying? God, the dwarf just grabbed his breakfast before the day starts.
Mind what you eat. Apparently, the food's been tampered with one way or another.
See, that's why I make my own food. And I would just grab the fried egg and I would just start chewing on it.
It's
Well.
lovely, tastes great. Seems to be absolutely fine.
So, what's actually going on here?
Apparently half the crew, or more than, are really, really sick. People blame it on the food, apparently, if our other dwarf is to be believed. Somebody messed with it. And,
Do we know who?
one way or another, and it
Hey,
the crew sick.
don't you question, can't you see I'm busy here saving lives? You just standing there, you bleep William bastard.
You seem to be doing fine. When you're tired, I'll give you a hand. I can clean dress wounds. Help out with whatever you need.
Well,
I mean, Ariel doesn't know this, but you can also literally remove disease.
Oh, I know, but what if we're attacked and I need my lay on hands points?
Of course.
well, I'm not good at curing poison, but I'd at least know how to not get it myself. Usually starts by actually properly cooking your food.
It's for some reason I got Torm's blessing at one point. He must have been blind or tossed it out at random, so can't get sick at all. Whatsoever, oddly enough. So do you need help, Voldred? Or can you handle it?
Oh, that's fine. I've got some I want to use on that little chef. Just
Was it
bring him into the middle. I'll make him
Was it
tell the
him?
truth.
Was it him?
Oh,
Are
we're
we
about to
sure?
find out. He can't lie in my zone.
I'll cast Zone of Truth in the middle of the deck and ask Crescent to place the Mr. Chef in the middle of the deck.
Bound, bleeding, bruised, beaten, battered, and very much
He's got to make a 12.
clinging on to consciousness. The chef is now hurled back onto and tied to the mainmast in your zone of truth. You see the captain take a look at Izzy, gives a slight nod. Her eyes then wander over the deck, rest on you, Torbjorn, for a little bit, linger on you a little bit more than normal, and then make their way back to the captain's quarters. Captain Howarth can be heard to say, "Well, now, you're in our hands, and we've got fair game from the captain. So, you're clearly, obviously, very devout and very confident. Fingernails, I've seen lesser men talk. Toenails, stronger men. But you, still adamant, there's nothing to say. I have one question for you, you squirming rat. Who paid you?" You just see the chef look up. He's attempting to raise an arm, though his hands are now tied behind him. Howarth hits him and just says, you can look in his direction." There's a slight parting of the crowd as the eyes fixate on you, Sir Lothar.
I raise an eyebrow.
Right, did he succeed the zone intrusive? It says unaware if the spell is not affected.
You know he failed. So he's
Oh,
affected by the zone of truth.
I side-eye Salofa.
Ooh.
The
Is that a
thickened
wisdom?
buttons.
Is that a wisdom save?
I believe.
Charisma.
Charisma.
No, charisma. Sorry, you're right. It is charisma, yes.
What is the DC
But
on
it's the
that?
same,
I'm
it's the
gonna roll
same
for
thing.
myself in silence.
For this one is a 12, I believe.
Yes.
Charisma. Okay. Well, you. Okay, wait. I'm gonna DM you because you would know. uh,
Don't forget player channel.
uh, I don't have his player channel.
Oh right, I thought you were DMing me. Oh, okay,
No,
play
no, no,
play.
no.
I see what it is.
Okay.
I see what it is. It's fine. It's fine. So the crew turns and looks to you, Slothar, and Captain Howard just says expectantly to Voldreth, "Ugh, do you want to cast it stronger next time?"
Yeah. I mean, I've healed your crew. What do you expect from an old man? There's only so much magic I can do in a day.
Well, I'd like him not to resist. If he's supposed to be telling the truth, I'd like him to tell the truth.
Sir Lothar is going to walk up to him. He's a dwarf. Did I get that right?
He is.
Yeah. Take a knee. Look at him.
So
So
Salofa now has to make a charisma saving throw, just as an FYI.
no, I'm
You
going
do.
to automatically fail it. I have
Okay.
no interest in lying. So
Mhm.
Sir Lothar makes no effort to hide the truth. So, are you telling these people and me that I paid you to do what exactly?
You promised me
Hmm?
my fair share of the gold
I
if I
promised
thin
you.
out the numbers of the crew.
Okay, and when was that?
Just before you left on his ship. 2 days.
Just before I left on my ship. Me.
Yes.
I left.
Yes.
And if I left, how am I still here?
I don't understand. And at that point, the chef passes out. A large pool of blood is generating around him.
No, you don't. 5 lay on hands points to seal his wounds.
Sure, he's still unconscious, but he's no
Uh,
longer bleeding out.
I'm not sure if he can't tell between one Dominion man or another, but the only other Dominion people that were on your ship and left on another ship were the ones you were doing business with, right? Right?
Izzy pipes up. Alright, looks like the plot thickens. Rest of you, tend to your wounds, sort yourself out. You got a morning off. Tonight we fly. Full steam till destination. Get a rest. Free tally ho. As you are. And the crew begins to disperse.
He seemed, and I looked to who was nearby. Was Torben or anybody else next to me?
Yeah, I was
I would just say,
close.
like, Voldreth's nearby because he's cast a spell, still tending to the last person with Ariel, and then Torbrin's near you.
He seemed pretty convinced it was me, didn't he?
Captain Howard says, if I'm not mistaken, sort of saying to you and Voldreth, that truth spell, they just have to believe they're telling the truth. Am I right?
Do I have to roll an
They
Arcana
speak
check to?
they speak the truth to the best of their ability. It doesn't give them
Yeah,
the
they can't speak a
supernatural.
deliberate lie.
It doesn't give them the supernatural ability to to know
Be
the
omniscient. Yeah.
truthness
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's why I
Well,
can say this is the best egg I've ever fried.
Izzy just says, "Well, unless you want two more going served up right now, I bet you get some fucking clothes on, you disgusting man."
Let me just check with this captain who, I pause.
She's not here. She's in the.
I
You
know.
would have seen her going.
I know, but I'm talking to Izzy, but I paused.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Actually,
Izzy just raises an eyebrow. It's like, "Oh, you're gonna share more? I think you should shut up now, don't you?"
you know what?
Hmm.
You get to enjoy the view for a couple seconds more.
Fucking nudist. Where do we pick these up bastards up from here, Alice?
Oh, you're the one who was picking us up.
She storms off in frustration below deck.
You want a fried egg downstairs when I get there?
You just hear as a dagger goes into the main mast just above your head.
I think that's a no.
Sir Lothar just scratches at his stubble.
But it could be a yes.
You've had enough, desert you.
Alright, well, I guess
I'm not
nobody here
sure-
knows where my clothes are, so,
I'm not sure I'm entirely comfortable with the idea of somebody walking around masquerading as me.
Well, I tell you, he didn't lie.
So he was really convinced it was me. Promising a share of whatever gold for thinning out the crew for whatever reason.
So unless there's some dominion on it, or another changeling,
I was about
someone
to
snuck
say,
aboard.
not to point any fingers, but the only person that I know that can actually change their appearance is, well, I would sort of nudge over to Ariel.
Yeah.
Howarth just says, "Oh, that's why Izzy took such an interest to you. It all makes so much sense now."
Wait, you're saying it's not because of my massive donger?
He just doesn't reply. And he wasn't talking about you, he was talking to Ariel.
I'm sorry, what did he say? I was a bit distracted.
He just said, "That explains why Izzy took such an interest to you.
Uh,
As your companions have just outed that you're a changeling."
and yeah, they're wonderful like that. But it's fine.
Closely guarded secret, 10 episodes in. Yeah, fuck it. Random NPCs, let's go.
Tom, you need to keep your mouth shut, Tobrin. Go take your little pecker downstairs.
Is that how the
Fine, we're towards the end of meeting these people and interacting with them. It's not that big of a deal, but it is a big deal in general. Please do not do that.
Isn't disguise
I
just
think
a common
I've made it
spell in
quite clear
D&D
that I
though?
care about my privacy.
Isn't disguise
I mean,
self
change-
just a common spell in D&D though?
It is.
So it's not
That's what
technical.
that's
I never
what she
used.
said. That's what she said she was doing initially.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
how she
that-
justified her.
Because I didn't use
her-
the word change. I just nudged that you know how to change your appearance.
Ah, okay, then yeah. Then I could just be somebody who has
I
this
used the word changeling, and then you said there's only one person you know that can do that, and then nudged you.
Yeah.
No, I was
Yep.
I was responding to Lothar saying someone masquerading as him.
Yeah, about that, Lothar. I find it
NPC's
very strange that
interpretation.
they would have targeted you with that. Like, it would need to be somebody who would know that we were on the ship. You know.
Mm.
So I'm a bit suspicious. Who could have done that? because just them looking like you is not that big of a deal. It,
Mhm.
it's easy. Like any practice spellcaster can probably pull it off too with some effort. But the way they did it is a little strange to me.
Hmm.
Well, I don't think anyone here knows where I can find me clothes.
Howard just says, well, probably where you took them off then, eh?
I wish that were true, but I guess I know who to talk to. All right. Anyone else want some fried egg before I get back?
I, I think I'll fast today. Thank you.
Like a true Scotsman with a gale between his legs, the dwarf proudly struts and shows his arse off as he heads over to the captain's cabin, I assume.
I will open the door. Is Crescent there?
As you open the door, you can see Crescent sat at her table, writing on some parchment.
Morning, lads. I don't suspect that you know where I may have misplaced my clothes.
Wardrobe, left hand side, boots underneath.
Did you put them there, or did I put them there and forgot?
Well, I put them there this morning as you made such a mess last night.
I see. I appreciate it. Next time, just maybe put that on the note as well. I will make my way to
Notes? What notes?
the note you left in the door. Is it still?
I didn't leave you a note.
Where would I have taken the note? I probably just would have put it somewhere in the captain's quarters next to the door.
Okay. You pick it up off the floor by the side of the wardrobe.
This note here.
And you hand it in. That's not my handwriting. That's well, if there's nothing more to keep you waiting, will that be all?
No.
See?
I'm not taking on any clothes until you tell me what that note's about.
Well, I'd like to think you remember a few things from last night.
Oh, if this is not your note, then who wrote it?
That's a strictly need to know basis.
Considering I slept here, butt naked, and someone else put a note in the door on the inside of the room, I consider myself the need to know.
And do you think any room on any ship or any room in general is ever safely locked and immune from entry?
I will see to it that it will be going forward.
Aye. That might be nice. Just at least tell me what you're going to do, so I don't walk face first into it. I'm a little bit of a night walker.
I see. Well, how about we trade that information for the information on who wrote the note? Because clearly, by the look of your face, you know who wrote that.
I have my suspicions, and I think you'll figure it out soon enough. Maybe it'll be a little game. You get 3 guesses. Let me know when you want to burn a life.
Game, you say? All right. Well, I'll entertain you.
Good. Now get your clothes on and piss off. I've got work to do.
You want a fried egg? Would that work?
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
I see. One fried egg coming up. I will just silently put my clothes on and leave the room.
You just hear as the door closes, extra salt and pepper.
Aye, aye.
That's cute.
With the unconscious cook's body being unceremoniously searched by Howarth and Izzy, you have a few unanswered questions, but before any of that gets to partake, you just hear a bell, like a gong, long off in the distance in the direction of the shoreline. It's very faint off in the wind. Could I have a perception check from anyone who's looking around?
Sir Lothar is still on the deck, so he might.
I can look around, but I'm nearsighted. We've already established that.
All right.
Wow, and
That's
somehow
a
she rolled
12
best.
and a 7
And a 6.
and a 6. So, Ariel, you sort of gauge the direction and you point towards land. You can't see anything, but as you hear it ring again, you can center a direction. It is due west of you. And with a clear ringing chime over and over and over again, being repeated, the same note, the same frequency. You then hear this almost like rumble, this low bellow that just sounds ominous, almost like it came from the ocean itself. Izzy looks at Howarth and says, "Oh, shite.
What was that?
Get those fucking engines going now." Howarth sprints off immediately towards the helm.
Hey, Howard, you wanna co-pilot for today? I'll come help you.
Well, if you can get this up in the air in the next 30 seconds, yes, fucking do something.
Right, I'm
Izzy
on it.
stands and shouts, "All hands, emergency lift off, let's go, now!" What's everybody doing?
I'm
Sir Lothar
helping
is looking around to see how he can help.
Masts need support. You got various rigging that needs working. Engines need igniting and burners starting so that the
So yeah, he'd go
magical
to,
turbines can start working.
if there's any coal that needs shoveling, he'd go there.
Not really cold, but just helping ignition's process. It's a bit of an interesting scenario. You've not encountered it before, but you can start assisting
Yeah,
with
he's
the
going
help
to assist the
action.
nearest. He's going to go for the
Okay.
nearest.
I'll assume Voldreth is going. Are you taking the helm?
Yeah, I'm following Howard.
Okay. Howarth is shouting instructions. He's basically telling you get us in the air and head north. Torbran,
hmm
what are you up to?
I am frying eggs while I hear the engine starting up.
Sure. Okay. You make your way down to the kitchen and you in the process. That's fine. Ariel.
I'm thinking the best way I can help is casting guidance on people around me. So I'll just be
Okay.
nearby with all the people helping and just
Sure.
just being support basically.
I would like all of you to roll a d20. Voldreth, you can add your proficiency. Torbran, you can make a cooking roll. So Lothar, you can add a +1, and Ariel, you can add a +2.
So it's an
Wait.
11.
Oh, no. One sec.
22.
That's some damn fine eggs.
Damn fine eggs.
Oh, okay.
All right, that's a bit of a low roll for the helm. Below roll, below average roll for the crew assistance. And what did Lothar roll? 10.
10.
Middle of the line. The
11,
crew
actually.
is 11. Okay, so the crew is just sort of getting to the grips with things and clearly taken aback from the sudden reprieve of, oh, you've got the morning off, to immediate all hands call. And the first thing that catches you as the engines whir into life, and you are getting the ascension stage of liftoff beginning. The original helmsman makes his way up and sees you, Voldreth, at the wheel, and just, "Hey, what you doing? Get out my seat!"
I'm trying to help. I'm a bit tired. Take the wheel. Take the wheel.
That's
You've
all
got
right.
the engines up.
I'll take care of a minute. You can go shout some orders over there. Do useful stuff. I'll get us up here. And oh my god, what's that? As he points off in an easterly direction. To anyone who looks across the bow, you can see a tidal wave. It's almost like a blue line on the horizon moving towards you. Just the horizon is moving towards you.
Oh my god. That is so trippy. I think Ariel would be a little bit lost in that vision for a little bit. Not really sure what to do. That's just really disorienting for her.
So we've got 2 more rolls in this time available. Does anyone want to attempt to do anything in particular to try and specifically help the ship get its crew ready to take off quicker than
Well,
normal?
I landed the ship, so
You
I'm
did?
just going to do the reverse of that and hope for the best. Just full on throttle up
Okay.
to get as high as
I'll,
possible.
I'll let you add your proficiency with an additional 3 points on this d20 roll.
So +6.
Salotha? As the engines are
What's
ignited now, they're spinning and
what's
getting
the
up to
other? What's
speed.
the next nearest thing I can do?
You can just see various bits and pieces of rigging for the sails need sorting. The sails themselves seem a little bit trapped at the top. Someone buckled them down correctly overnight, but they've not been finished on opening.
Okay, yeah, I'll go for the sails, I suppose.
Okay. D20 plus your strength check.
+3.
Ariel, you just continuing with the with the guidance?
Yeah, I think that's the best thing I can do right now.
We'll just do a
Still with
D20 plus 2
+2?
then. Yep.
Yeah.
And Torbrun, maybe a seasoning check for those eggs.
Seasoning check. That's
Wow.
a seasoning check. Oh yeah, don't check the Discord. That's 25.
If we were having thumbnails, that would be today's thumbnail. Oh boy, brilliant. 25. You have never made fried eggs better than this.
Is there a lot of rockets coming from the deck?
Oh, you
Don't
can now hear
run!
whistles being blown. The engines are whirring into life. The ship is beginning to slowly take off. You know this is at least unscheduled liftoff.
I will quickly start making my way to the captain's quarters. Knock on the door, put the
Okay.
pen on the floor, and make my way to the deck.
In time for the last roll. As the ship is taking flight,
Oh my god,
it's
that image.
slow pace. It is slow pace. This is not the fastest liftoff in the history of this vessel itself. And the horizon has almost closed upon you in what has felt like 30 seconds, no more. The low grumble again below you. And what seems even scarier, I would like just a quick perception check, Torbrun, from you as you just sort of look and immediately see there's just a tsunami heading in the direction of the mainland. You are between that and the mainland, and you sort of immediately grasp what's going on. The ship's
21.
trying to take off to get over the wave.
21.
With a 21, you're the first person to see this with a DC of 20. It's far enough out, but it's rapidly approaching. What looks like a low-hanging cloud above the new horizon level set by this tidal wave, you realize it's not. That is the white cresting of water of even a larger wave behind this one.
What in the blood? Oi! Oi! Do I notice Foldred at the wheel?
He's not holding the wheel. The helmsman is now back, but he's up on up at the helm, supporting and assisting.
Oi! You better get the ship high up in the air, or we're all gonna be fucking toast.
That's what I'm doing, shouts the helmsman. You have one more round of checks. Is there anything anyone wants to do differently, or do you want to just make the same roll again?
I'll push even harder on the throttle.
I suppose I'm going
Okay.
to try and do the sails again.
Okay.
There we go.
21 for the sails. Sails finally releasing immediately, just this gust. As you look behind you, there's one or two members of crew who are hurling spells into the sails to give them altitude.
It's the same again. The same roll again.
Unless you're doing
I
something
don't-
different.
I don't have anything I could use to cast that to do that with to hurl spells. I was thinking maybe gust or something, but I don't have it.
They are
So-
casting gust, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have it.
There's no
With
children
an
on this
18,
ship, right?
though. Not that you're aware of.
Okay.
Ariel, as you are supporting the able-bodied crewmen around you, they're sort of feeling more invigorated, pulling tighter, and making everything safe as quick as they can. The main sail comes free. So Lothar, you're now up quite, 20, 30 feet up in the air on the main mast as this one finally releases. Torbjorn, what are you doing?
Is there anyone here who can't swim?
Lifeguarding. Quite a few hands from the deck go up.
I will go towards the most elderly guys. Now I wonder if Holder puts up his hand.
Volga,
I'm
you
busy.
put your hand up.
He's
You're busy? You're
okay.
busy holding on the throttle with both hands. Okay.
What is my strength score? Let me double check. It is 12.
But yes, I would put my hand up because we established I can't swim.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All
right.
All right. I will go to the most elderly person who raised his hand, and I will fire up my rocket boots, and I will just stay close to him.
Okay. Are
I'm
you
gonna save this one individual guy.
Potentially, yes.
are you taking off or are you just preparing them to do so?
I'm preparing. Would I be
I
able
see,
to
okay.
deduce with how fast we're rising at the moment if we're gonna make it in time?
That would be your check if you want to.
Sure.
Okay. I need you to make a survival roll then.
An 18.
18.
It's a really good survival.
Because of the strength of the rolls of the last round, which were 21, 20, and 18, Torbjorn, you can, as you have the moment, the matrix, the numbers, Mason, what do they mean? You just calculate the trajectory of the wave, the height, the altitude, the increase, everything, the elevation. It's just going to be safe for this first wave. And sure enough, 10 seconds later, the wave just gently rocks the ship underneath you as you crest clear of it. And there's just this collective sigh of relief. And then the call.
That's another
Tidal
one!
wave! As Torbjorn shouts as well. This one dwarfs the wave that just went under you. You're not sure if you can even gain enough altitude to cover this. This is 200-300 feet tall.
Oh god, yeah.
Maybe taller. It's really hard to detect because this thing is moving slower than the previous one, but it's bigger.
I will try anyway. I will take the old man and I will lift off.
Okay. Top of the sails is the highest part of the ship, or are you going higher?
I'm going higher than the ship.
Okay, how high up can you go in a round? We'll take 2 rounds.
Only 10 feet. Flying speed of 10
Okay.
feet for 1 minute.
All right. It's going to take you a while to get up this main mast, which itself is like 50 feet tall.
Sure.
So you're going to attempt to ascend with this one soul. And as you're going up, you are just seeing this. Well, actually, it's quite funny because as Torbjorn is going up, it almost looks like he sort of stops midair because
The ship is
as
also
he's going up, the ship is also going up and eventually begins to ascend quicker. And Torbjorn, you're not making gain on this mast. This mast is overtaking you.
Oi, oi, oi!
10 feet per round.
Right, helmsman, we ain't gonna make it. We're gonna go forward. Fucking full beans it.
Forward, are
He
you
says,
mad?
aye, we take it head on. We carve a path. Captain Howard says, Gustus to the front. Anyone's got spells at anything, any controllers, make it so. You can just see several individuals' hands go up in the air. Little formation as Izzy seems to be barking orders at the very bow of the ship as well. There's a spellcasters group that's collected at the front of the ship who are coordinating an attempt, you can see, readying themselves for a combination of an onslaught of spells to attempt to carve a way through this water as it's going to hit this vessel. Do any of you wish to partake or do anything else?
I
Well,
was wondering. Yeah, go ahead. You go for first.
with the ship overtaking me in airspeed anyway, I will just drop back down. I will get to the front of the ship, and I will ready an explosive shot aimed at the wave.
Okay. We're going to shoot the water. I like it.
We're gonna break up the water.
Uh,
Maybe it helps.
So I was wondering, considering that thaumaturgy can open doors and windows, I suppose that's windy.
I will
Could I try?
let you
Could I
try.
try to do that?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
So, Lothar, how are you going to throw lay on hands at this water?
Oh.
What do you wish to do?
Smite it.
Smite the ocean.
So it is going to crash into us, right?
And the ship is turning to take it head on.
Okay, I am going to grab onto the nearest thing and hold as firmly as I can.
All right. Strength saving throw when you're ready then.
How many rounds do we have before this thing hits us?
This is the last roll.
Okay.
It's less so like 10 to 6-second intervals. This is more, what are we doing as we know this is coming? So,
Yeah. Let me know what to roll.
I'll let you just make a spellcasting modifier. I think that
Okay.
makes the most sense.
Podcasting modifier is +5.
All right. Are you doing anything, Voldreth?
I switched the engines from takeoff to forward.
Full thrust. Okay. D20 and proficiency modifier then. So, with those rolls, we have Salothar holding on as best he can,
Barely.
suddenly realizing he's wearing his heavy armor, as always, and it's about to get wet for a 10. Ariel with a 17. Izzy is holding, raises an arm and says, hold, steady, steady, steady. And just as the wave is about to hit the bow of the ship, now, a cacophony of gusts, thaumaturgy, control water. You watch as a slicing set of phantasmal blades appear before you, slicing into the wave itself, all happening simultaneously. Make your attack roll, Torbjorn.
Attack roll.
As in the middle of this
A
wonderful
net
spell,
20.
a nat 20 set of slugs goes off, and an explosion engulfs the whole area of where all these spells were going. It sounds like a cannon to the members of the party, even though the wind is definitely going through your ears at this point. The unmistakable bellow of avalanche booms out over the ship. catching unaware most of the spellcasters, though a few of the hardened veterans seem to just sort of like put a finger in the air and rummage around and pull out whatever wax was now just loosened as a result of that damage dealt. As the ship takes the wave in its stride, we had a 10, a 17, a 19, and a 29. The 29 brings the average roll to clear the DC by 2. And so with that, my little skill check for the morning is complete as the ship crests over and through the remaining percentage of the curvature of this wave. And if you were to ever describe it, you would almost like say a surfer cresting an oncoming wave, just bouncing off the top of it and going over. But as you look out behind you, you see as the wave itself is losing ground, losing height. And you realize it's been slowly descending as you've been also ascending, as you see it crash into the mainland on the peninsula of New Eartha, washing ashore plenty of debris. But whatever was there, you know it has just had a very untimely fate. Could I have a perception check from Mr. Torbrun?
You sure can. A 12.
With a 12. Somewhere in the back of that wave, you can just see sprawling, massive, 30, 40 feet in length tentacles, and you just watch as a massive leviathan squid is just being caught up in the middle of this wave. Almost like it's surfing on the back of it, but you can see this thing is like panicking and stricken as you see it disappears as the wave crashes into land.
Oh, that could have been such exotic food. Captain! Captain, go!
Oh my gosh.
There's a collective sigh of relief on board the ship as there is cheerful laughter, glee. Although all of you are now sodden wet.
I'm hanging over the edge of the ship, sobbing over the missed opportunity.
It's fine, Torben. We'll find some more eventually, maybe.
Find some more. That's a once in a lifetime Leviathan squid. Ah,
Everything's a once in a lifetime something, and you'll miss most of them anyway.
tell that to all the people who eat conjured bread for breakfast every morning.
Do you somehow think that if the thing's more dangerous, it tastes better?
Not necessarily, but it sure means that less people would have tried it. So there's always the potential that it might be the next best thing.
Oh,
Oh, my
well,
mouth's already watering from the thought of that Leviathan. Ah! I will just
not
start
without
scratching and pulling some hairs out.
holy name.
Honestly, it's a little weird to me that you're worried about the Leviathan and not the untold damage it did to the whatever it was on the shore.
Well, you're right. I hate that you're right, but you're right.
As Howarth sort of, in very Captain Howarth manner, you realize he'd strapped himself to the mainmast and he's rapidly untying himself and straightening his jacket up and just sort of saying, right, well, glad we're all sorted. That was a bit of excitement for the morning, everyone. As you were. Well done, everyone. Well done.
Did Turban retrieve his clothes yet?
Yes, I
Yes,
did.
he's dressed.
Okay, joy.
As Captain Howard pauses, you just sort of see various members of the crew going back to what the normal session is. Izzy is barking orders, Howarth is giving instructions. The helmsman taps you on the shoulder, Voldreth, and says, "You know, I didn't tell you about the quick release, did I?"
No, you tell me.
Yeah, you push this button here, and the throttle's just like completely free fall. It was quite funny to watch you strain, to be honest. But you broke it anyway, so well done. But now you're gonna have to fix that mechanism.
I've had my license for a day.
I'm taking that back off you. You just broke all the machinery. I can't have you
Hey,
doing
hey, this is mine.
that. Well, you're gonna need a 3 wibbly bit screw and a bit of 2.5-inch ply, and you're gonna have to fit it there with an extra torque. Hey, you do that, you have your license back.
Oh, you're no fun. Next time someone gives you the plague, don't come running to me.
Nah, you're fine. Whatever. He just sort of looks. He's like, we'll call it even then.
All right, I'll try and repair this then. Since after all, I used all my dwarven might to get us in the air, didn't I? You didn't tell me about no fancy button.
That was Billy straighten up the ship. I've been sails were half cocked. I was fighting against the wind as well.
Excuses.
Sails wrong.
I dealt with turbulence yesterday. This is nothing.
Aye. As Captain Howarth slowly approaches you, Salothar, sort of as an awkward individual who's obviously got a intent, approaches someone in an attempt to be happy-go-lucky style, but also almost like a failed sleuth. As he sort of comes up to you and says, "So, you got any thoughts on what the hell would have caused like that?"
What the hell? What?
The fucking wave, man. What do you think I'm talking about?
I've read about plenty of creatures that are, as massive as they could be. But in today's day and age, could have been something really old, could have been a demon, could have been something from the Underdark that found its way up here. Either way, I
No.
wouldn't have wanted to see its clutches on your ship. That's for sure.
Helmsman, how high are we now? Just cresting 450 feet, sir. And let's say we've just been going for a little bit. You think a
But
creature could have made a 300-foot wave?
if it's big enough,
I think something big exploded. But that's just
Lothar
me.
scratches at his head.
What
Under
about
the
an
sea?
earthquake, though?
A what?
An earthquake?
So,
A genuinely blank face on Howard. He's never heard the term before.
as far as big creatures are concerned, Captain Howard, have you ever heard of the Citadel?
Aye.
So, it used to be the capital of Old Darling. It was, from what I've read and the drawings I've seen, noblemen can afford books, so. It was massive, like bigger than you could imagine, both tall and wide. And when the great she demon, or she devil, or whatever her proper terminology is, burst from it and then came back down onto it, it leveled it completely. There's always something big enough to cause waves like that. And I'm not sure which of the prospects I dread more, the fact that something like that is on the loose, or the fact that something exploded underneath the sea with such a force to push a wave big enough to nearly swallow your ship whole up at 300 feet.
Captain Howard just nods and just says, "Has anyone ever told you you take life way too seriously?"
People who don't tend to die.
I see. Right.
Captain.
He's not
Second.
here. Who are you after? Oh, you after Howard.
Yes. Captain. You might have not solved your problem with your food getting poisoned. Because if somebody did masquerade as me, then it was somebody who knows I was on this ship. So I think you have a rat in your stockade.
Oh, plenty of rats.
No.
Usually add them to the pot afterwards.
The kind of rat that chews through your men's confidence as opposed for your food.
I'm not surprised there's such a big bounty on this this last venture.
So keep an eye on your clue. For all, I won't be. I won't feel insulted if you keep an extra eye on me either. But by all means, keep an eye on your crew.
There's a vacant room down below. I'll have it cleared out if you wouldn't mind staying there.
You know, it works for me. Just don't lock me from the inside in case I need to jump out.
Sure thing. I'll make it so. And he
And leave guards
goes.
at the door. Leave people who can watch, if that makes you feel better.
He nods and he goes and rallies up a couple of tall, brutish-looking crew members, and they head off down and out of sight into the cold.
I'm going to approach Ariel.
Yes.
Ariel, can you spot people that change their appearance?
Only if they're my kind.
But
In which case I know instantly. So that's good.
have you seen any on board? Have you
No.
felt any on board?
No. But you don't feel them. I know when I see them. There's something
Oh, okay.
in the eyes.
Roll the d20
Well,
and add 3, please, Ariel.
Me? Yes.
Yep.
Give me a second.
I need a quick toilet break. I'll be right back.
No problem.
Flashball on D20 plus 3. Shit.
As you were.
Yeah. So yeah, I would need to see them.
keep your eyes peeled, though.
I will.
Mm.
But if it's again, it's not that complicated to cast Disguise Self, to cast Alter Self. People do change their appearance that way.
Well, somebody's definitely on this ship. Still.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially pretending to be me. And if he's dumb enough to do it again, he's going to be easy to catch. Pretty sure he's going to try something else again. Just so the captain takes the warning I gave him seriously.
Mm-hmm.
So keep an eye out, will you?
I will. I will.
You, since you're somebody who knows how to change shape, I'm pretty sure you can spot mannerisms that feel like they don't belong on a person.
No. Just because I can do it doesn't mean I'm good at noticing other people doing it. I can be fooled as well as the next person.
I'm back.
Oh,
Easier, I'd say, because I tend to take people as face value.
well, I can relate to that. Why would he want? Why would anyone? Why would somebody want the crew of this ship thinned? Do you think?
I'm sure they have many enemies with the kind of jobs they run.
How close is the danger if you want it thinned yesterday, for example, or this morning?
I don't know.
Yeah. Don't think I'll be sleeping much tonight.
You should get some rest.
I had the captain, just to dispel further suspicions, house me in a separate room beneath Zach. Anything weird happens, come find me.
Sure.
And at that, Sir Lothar, still mulling over the whole event, is going to make his way downstairs to inspect the room.
Okay. It's a small 4 foot by 6 foot room. Singular door, bars on it. You realize now this is a repurposed prison cell
Ah,
with a small bunk thrown in and a little bit of storage room.
I've slept in worse. And seeing how he doesn't think anybody's going to actually make a move now, isn't right now. He's going to pull from the soldier's playbook and do a sleep when you can bit, and actually try to bunk down for a couple of hours
Okay.
so he can
The
be
two
alert.
burly looking crewmates who stood at your door, what do you tell them?
So if I end up sleepwalking, just tap me over the head, will you?
With a club?
Preferably not. I'd like my head intact, please.
Oh,
And
fair enough.
there's only one of me, and I'm down here. So pay attention to that.
He looks confused. The other one says, "It's fine. He's the one who freed the main cell. He's a good guy." Oh, right, okay. Yep, right.
And I'd rather you not watch me sleep, so turn around, look the other way.
It's fine. As you go in the room, you hear the door locked behind you.
Ah, perfect. He's actually going to go sleep.
Is anything? Would anyone like to do anything before we jump ahead to this evening?
Nope. Nothing for me.
Nah. Nah, Crescent can come find me if she wants to talk. I don't need to lick her ass.
Oh, he's playing hard to get, this guy.
Nah, I dropped her an egg. I don't know if the egg survived. I doubt it did.
Mm-hmm. I see. Make up coffee, effectively.
Make up coffee.
Anyway. As the day remains uneventful compared to this morning's early atmosphere, there's a knock on your door, Salutha.
It would wake him up. Stands, opens the door if he can.
Izzy's there. A good head shorter than you. Dressed in full combat attire. She just
Everything in
looks up at
order.
you. Hey, I was just checking you're still you.
I suppose I am.
And how would I know?
He scratches at the back of his head. I could tell you about the many ways somebody could actually successfully impersonate me if that, makes it easier for you.
No, not really. Bunk check. Go on, in you go. She pushes you back into the room.
Fair.
Closes
Just
the door behind you.
don't lock it.
You hear the key
Don't
turn.
don't lock it.
And she just says, as she pushes you onto the bed. Now, I've got a serious question for you. She leans very close to you.
He stares her down, with the confidence of somebody who is not accustomed to hiding anything ever.
Are you uncomfortable right now?
This room could be bigger.
She leans really close to you, her face right in front of yours. And she's sort of straddled on top of your chest plate at this point.
He cocks a very amused eyebrow.
She's just sitting there. Oh, fucking no fun. You are you. Whatever. Had to check. She climbs off you.
Just scratches at his forehead this time.
Just
Okay.
do me a favor. Don't tell my husband that. Just happened. That was
Yeah,
nothing. I was just business, right?
I suppose. I mean, you didn't do anything aside from be weird for a couple of moments.
Mm-hmm. Well, you were being weird. I had to check on you.
Well,
Can't have
just
two
for
you running
them.
around if the good one's in here, can we?
Yeah. Pay attention to the one that's running out. Although I honestly don't think he's going to be dumb enough to take my appearance again. But still,
You don't know how they
here's
work. No matter. I'll be
so
watching you.
just don't lock the door in case I need to get out in a hurry.
I'll leave you one of my spare keys, and she pulls out a very thin-looking metal with. If you could describe a key that looks like it fits every lock you've ever seen.
Okay.
And she puts it on your desk.
Yeah.
I've only got 2 of those. I'll have it back tomorrow. Because
Fair
by
enough.
then we'll be
Works
making
for me.
landfall properly, hopefully, right?
And
Okay.
still,
You lose that, I take your head. It's simple as. That's worth more to me than anything else.
I'll try and keep that in mind.
All right, good. Stay put, and knock twice. These buffoons outside will keep you company if you need them.
Do they know how to play dice?
Boys, man wants to play dice. Which of you is losing first? Both of them barrel into the room as she closes it and locks all 3 of you into a very small space with one bed.
And well, since Rain,
As the sun goes down on the horizon.
Yeah.
What
Since
unfolds?
Walter did sleep for a couple of hours, he's actually going to play some dice with him.
You can roll a d20, or you can tell me how your luck goes for the evening.
He's not the best dice player. He's not the worst, so I'm assuming it goes even, with
Okay.
coppers changing hands every once in a while, but nobody's winning or losing, and they just.
You would notice that this entire crew, well, not this entire crew, these 2 crew members are playing with golden skull coins.
Uh-huh. That's a very specific currency.
What we paid in.
Oh. Who pays you in those?
I don't know. Get a bag when we hit port.
No. Who does the paying? Who's the paymaster?
He died? Don't know. Does it now? Yeah, who's gonna pay us? I don't know. We should ask Howarth. Yeah, we'll ask Howarth tomorrow. Well, you could ask Howarth tomorrow.
Wait, your paymaster died? When?
Oh. Well, it was the other one. Thumps him on the shoulder. Oh yeah, we're not supposed to say. Go on, keep rolling.
Well, he is going to sneakily try to get any information about the paymaster. Essentially, talking about his own quartermasters, because he wouldn't be paid by a paymaster in the order. and try
Make a
and
deception or a persuasion roll, whichever you want to go for.
I'm going to
However
go
you play
persuasion.
this out.
I'm going to goad them into telling them stuff by telling them genuine stuff.
Hmm hmm
Oh.
The can you one up me?
And they absolutely
Full
not.
one.
Absolutely not.
Duh, your luck sucks this evening. Maybe you're going to be paying us tomorrow. As we close the door on
Just
that
keep them rolling.
conversation.
Hmm
Voldreth. Turning pages of the book in your hammock, I presume,
As always.
as always. The chapter that catches your eye, forgive the pun, out of the flying pan and into the fire.
I just think to myself,
Who comes up with these chapter names? I'll have to give Gleeballs a bit of a memo when I see him again.
Though, can you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
oh, Barney, please.
That meta pigeon needs to shut up or it's getting shot. Or 14. A familiar voice creeps into your ears. One of Varney, the last of his name, says, "Thank you so much for your information. We've been very fortuitous to claim a rather large bounty and an awful lot of information from, oh, what was she naming herself? Uh, something, the grotesque." The message fades before another one carries on. Lady Kragas, I can't remember. But thank you for the tip off. She's been handed back to one of our Fey contacts. And a very nice bounty's been shared, and I was wondering if you might like to claim your half of the quarter.
Either.
You may reply to this message.
I'm just jotting it down. I will reply. I'll reply to him saying, I thought about the game. Want to play.
Ariel,
Yes.
that warm, comforting feeling as your forehead begins to, almost like a little bit of an onset of a fever, but it's not discomfort, it's actually comfort.
Yeah.
As you feel a slight light emitting from the center of your forehead, as a very welcoming voice for you. My child, I come with sad tidings. What was released today will have ripples across all the realms. We are gathering at the tree. Make haste when you're free to join us and see, my love.
Oh, what happened? I don't think
No
she'd add
reply.
anything else. She just she can use her own standing, I guess.
Sure, I'll need you to make a roll a d20 and add your spellcasting modifier, please.
Sure. With proficiency or without?
With 16. You feel the spell complete. What do you say?
Um, what happened? Is it anything I can help with? How urgent are things?
I once told you when you were younger, we have a purpose here at the tree. It is our house and something's prison. It is now just our home.
I need a knowledge check about that because I don't know
Sure.
what's happening.
Yeah.
But I don't know what to roll. So
Just
Arcana,
roll history.
history. Yeah,
Yeah,
same shitty roll.
no problem. Um, I will more as the DM is just sort of ad-libbing onto your backstory here.
Yeah.
There is a old tale, almost like a fairy tale, a children's rhyme song around about the great tree itself. It's your home, it's your place. You keep it safe, it keeps you safe. It keeps the world safe. It protects the world from what is within. And the lady has just said it has got out.
Did she ever know what was trapped within the tree?
Only ever that it's like it's remarked in the different stories of how it's passed down that is the greatest of evils.
Oh wow. Okay. She like a shiver passes through her and she's gonna go to dwarves uh and just tell them, look, I have a message from the fairy queen. Generally we just keep in touch sort of casually, we check in on each other, but she's told me that this great evil was unleashed today. It has nothing to do with what we were doing, of course, but it's probably something that will impact the whole world and the whole realms. Um, what? but- ideally, I would like to travel there and see what I can do to help. What do you guys think?
Are you coming to me and Volred or to other dwarves?
To you
I
two,
assume it's
of
you
Okay.
two.
course. You two,
Well, there's
yeah.
more dwarves on the ship.
Oh,
Not the dwarves. You are the two.
we should go see. Maybe it has something to do with my walking stick.
Where would we
Somehow I
even
don't think so, and I'm even a
enter?
little bit worried that if we do go there and we do go through with the walking stick, that it might lead to something bad. But then again, like I don't know what we're up against. In our stories we just called it the greatest of evils. It's something that was trapped within the tree that was our home,
Who
but
would
I don't know
make a
exactly
home
what it
near a
is.
great evil?
Well, it's a good way of protecting from it. You keep it bound, and that way it doesn't escape.
You are
It's
rather strange. You have a strange culture.
Yeah, but it makes sense. You don't want to just banish it to a different kingdom where it can do a lot of evil. You contain it and sit on it. You just sit on it and it doesn't explode. But apparently it did. I'm really worried. I'm gonna go talk to Lothar too. Yeah, I go downstairs.
You
Uh,
find him.
okay, I find you guys playing dice and stuff, and she's just gonna panically say the same thing. So I got a message from the fairy queen. She told me that the tree which is our home, in the history it says that we contain a great evil within that tree, and it's a prison for it, and it got out today. I don't know what happened, but my queen told me that I should try to come to the tree. She's really fidgety. She's like shaking a little bit almost.
I think we should probably give you two a moment. Yeah, yeah, okay. All right. As the winnings are scooped up and the two guardsmen leave the room after hearing this conversation.
Um,
Excuse me, my lady.
Yeah.
I heard the last bit very gibberish and fragmented, so if you guys could please repeat.
So basically, she's telling you that what Rick said, that there's a great evil underneath the tree that was her home, and that the fairy queen told her that she should come to the tree, and like obviously it would interrupt whatever we're doing right now, but
It was released? How?
she didn't like.
How can you?
There's only so much you can get from sending,
What
but it
was it?
happened. I don't know. It's a very ancient evil that we haven't really. um, we, it's like
Hmm.
they say, how nature passes through generations and species and all that, and then in nature's eye, we're all but grains of sand. It's kind of like that. This is something that is so ancient that I don't know much about it. I'm too little in the grand scheme of things to know much about it. But my queen told me that I must come to the tree, so I
Okay,
should.
so how do we get there?
How do we get there? Is there any way we can travel? Any portals anywhere that you would know about?
You know, there's many jump points to your realm through the forests of. I must get the name correct because we changed it. Your little puddle jumping, as you call it, like in the Echoes of Valoran, there are
Hmm.
many old elven towers, leaked sorceries, seeping wounds that you could just jump through and find yourself in various parts of the Fae, all mishmashed,
Uh-huh.
corresponding in different places. You could, of course, travel back if you found a way to the ancient peninsula in north of the Golden Keep, if you wish to take the mine again. Alternatively, you know a plane shift spell could do it, though I don't believe you've ever cast one yourself.
No, I don't. I'm not as strong as a spellcaster yet. Um, I suppose the Echoes of Aloran would be the closest from where we are right now. Please remind me, what were we doing in Eartha? I'm so distracted. I can't pay attention to anything.
Oh, well, that's Voldret's. That was Voldret's idea, wasn't
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
it? Well, one
I'm really
destination is as good
nervous.
as
Whatever
another.
thing this was, it it was really terrible.
Do you think
I
it might be the thing that caused whatever devastation we saw back on our own plane?
In what sense? When we time jumped?
The end of the world bit that you described for me.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. We should try to get more information, but I don't know of anybody who would know apart from my queen. And I will ask her more questions tomorrow, but for now I have expended my ability to communicate with her, and it wasn't enough.
You know, have you ever gotten the impression that you took all the wrong choices up to where you are?
No.
Good.
Sorry.
Good.
Can't relate.
that was just one of those perfect like moments of just the character's going one way and the other player goes, no, 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 I'm not.
Good.
I'm sorry.
Go get some sleep, Ariel.
Thanks. I will, hopefully. Uh Take care. Okay, so yeah.
Okay. As night lands on the horizon, this time the ship does not set down on sea. The land of Eartha sprawling and now heading behind you. As if you were to be looking out across the bow onto the approaching northern horizon, A landmass would now be slowly coming into view over the course of the night. One that Salothar would be very, very, very familiar with. But as he's in his room, you toss and you turn, and there's an uncomfortable chill in the air, Salothar.
Mm-hmm.
And then it feels like there's almost breath on your face.
That will be enough to wake him up for whatever sleep he's in.
As you open one eye, in the very darkness, though you can see a small flicker of like a magical enchantment orb floating above both of you, casting a shadow, preventing you seeing anything other than the flicker of brown eye looking right back at you. And as the mask is pulled away, you're staring right into your own face.
He immediately reaches for his long sword. It took you long enough.
As you do, it's not there. The scabbard at your waist, but no blade.
He stares down. So who are you and why me of all the people on the crew?
On the crew. The voice very close to your own.
He raises an eyebrow as he just stares at this thing.
Its head movement matches yours and raises the same eyebrow.
And he is going to attempt to throw a punch at it.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Okay. Oh.
Unarmed strike.
+5, yeah. I'm just checking to see. Yep. There we go. 12.
With a 12. It simultaneously moves out the way whilst as you strike right arm, you're predominantly right-handed, yes?
Mm-hmm.
So you strike with your right, it moves out the way and with its right hand mirrors the attack on you, but doesn't connect.
He looks around the room for anything he could use as an improvised weapon.
You have your entire equipment, your satchel, your armaments, anything you're not wearing. There is the key on the countertop. There is not much else in the side of this room. Anything that you've brought in here is here. Otherwise, it is a vacant room.
Okay. But what about my sword? Is it nowhere nearby?
You can see it's actually on the ceiling. Almost like glued there.
Who the hell are you?
As you look up at it, this thing looks up towards it as well. And looks back down to you, and you just see a grin come across its face as the sword changes its position. It was running parallel to you. It now changes to be the blade pointing down towards you as the sword slowly descends from the ceiling.
Okay, I bull rush the thing.
Okay. Make a contested athletics check as you sit up, attempt grappling this thing on top of you.
Can I please make a roll
Natural one.
tonight?
Natural one.
Can I please make a roll tonight?
As you attempt to grab hold of this thing, it just seems to preempt each movement you make, and it just ducks out the way, making the same mirrored movement back at you.
Mm-hmm.
Lothar's
Okay.
gonna die, gonna die.
At this moment, you feel the tip of the sword just gently caressing your shoulder as it's not penetrating, but it's now applying pressure to your shoulder. You then feel 2 stabbing pains in your chest. You look down, you just see blood in the darkness, glistening in the very slow light that this orb is creating. 2 daggers straight towards where your heart is. You take 18 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Or are you saying that the blade is behind me?
It's above you, floating.
The sword. Is
Yep.
it within reach?
You can certainly go for it.
Tip down. So, what he's going to attempt to do is reach up, grab the sword by the tip, and as an experienced swordsman, he'd know how to do it. And to point here his speed, within a single fast motion, bring it down with the hilt, like a bludgeon, like some sort of a club.
Sure, I will make this as a contested strength check against their spell their spell strength or the spell they're using. But it's your just contested strength, and then if you succeed that, you can make the attack roll.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Another natural one. Okay, you grab hold of the blade, but as you do, it doesn't abide by your will. This thing is fixated in the air. You feel 2 more daggers, almost in the same point.
Mm-hmm.
As
So
the
another
figure in
18.
front of you, 16 for this one combined.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
As the figure in front of you cocks and turns its head, you see the door open, the light vanishes along with this creature, and you see in the doorway the very slumped figure of one of your guardsmen who is just a mess of blood. And then the shadow moves as Izzy says, "Fuck! Did I get him?"
What?
She clambers on top of you, looking around the room. Oh, pulls the daggers out your chest. Fuck! I thought I got him, but you, sorry.
Ugh. Nah. Oh, whatever that thing was, I hate it already. Let me. And he's going to force some lay on hands and at least stop whatever bleeding he's got.
With the orb gone, this creature seems to have just vanished into nothing, and the sword, as you just sort of move, plummets into the hammock, cutting a nice little hole.
So do you know what that was?
Could have been a few things. Banshee could have been one. Poltergeist, another one. It's some demon I've not met before, and I hardly hope it's not that.
Could have been anything. I was just too focused on staring it down to actually check. But you've got a problem.
Aye, we do. You're still alive.
Mm-hmm. Wake everyone up. Make shifts around the hour up until we make whatever landfall it is that we're supposed to make. Your ship
No,
isn't safe.
no. We go the other way. I'm
The
afraid
other
they're
way.
gonna need a bit more of your blood. Just how much more can you do that? Healing stuff. We're running as much blood as possible. Sell it.
What for?
Well, to make it look like someone bloody murdered you.
Huh. Oh, bloody hell.
Aye,
Do your
forgive
thing.
me. Oh, I'll try not to enjoy this. How much health do you have? And how
Um,
close to the bone do you want to go with this?
so I am currently at 46 because I haven't pumped my lay on hands in yet.
Mhm.
And let's go down to 10 hit points, I suppose.
She will strike you over and over and over, clipping as many major arteries as she can, and you are just a profound, exploding mess of gore in this room. The room is painted red.
Okay, you done?
And just as she's about to strike one more time, you sort of raise your hand in time. And she's like, "Oh, sorry, got a little bit carried away there.
And
I'm not gonna need this." And she takes the key, and she says, "I, oh, well, I was hoping to, fuck it, he'll trust me. You trust me, don't you?"
not like I have much of a choice.
All right. You see, the thing is, you're gonna snap this in half. You owe me one of these, by the way. She holds the key out to you. Not yet. When I tell you to. You're gonna be gone for a while. When you come back, you're going to be dizzy. You're probably going to throw up a lot. I hope you've not eaten for a while. And, well, let's just
Fortunate.
say you'll probably still be in the same amount of pain as you're in now, all the way through the duration.
Oh, marvelous.
All right. When you hear the door knocked on the third knock, I need you to open the door. Okay?
How can I if I crush the key?
Well, break the key now. You'll see.
And fair enough. And he goes ahead and breaks it.
A feeling you felt a few times before in your life. A great pull, a suction, a vacuum. A space swirls around you, a purple glow, dark, deep reds, greens, colors just illuminate as you realize you are being teleported.
Okay.
And that, I think, brings us to the end of tonight's session.
Uh,
Ooh.
Interesting.
Let's find out who done it. The murderous Serene. Next episode. Solo. God damn it! I nearly made it a session without getting the name wrong. Nearly made it.
Serene did it. Serene did it.
The spoiler.
The spoiler. I think we're done with the recording. If you are.
next session starts, you see a distinctly blonde, bearded character